This most recent episode of the Corey Holcomb podcast was a disaster. This podcast proved to me and everybody watching, Corey Holcomb is clinically insane. He needs to seek help. He keeps getting more unhinged as the weeks go by. We'll get back to the video shortly, but I wanted to let you guys know this video is being sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is an app where you can make money predicting current events. I put money on what the weather is going to be every day on Kalshi. I check the weather app when I wake up. And really all I do is I look at what the highest temperature is going to be for the day. Then I go on Kalshi and place a prediction on what I think the highest temperature is going to be for the day. I'll say probably 7 out of 10 times my weather prediction hits. Sometimes it doesn't hit. But if you want to get paid by predicting weather on a daily basis, you can do so on Kalshi by clicking the link in my description and downloading the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit. This podcast used to be a podcast where grown men come and gossip about other men's sexuality. Now, I didn't know it was possible, but this podcast has devolved. It has devolved into a podcast where Corey Holcomb comes and he talks about these aluminum helmets, conspiracies, and how he's at war and everybody is out to get him.
I'm at war with major devils that are after my good reputation. I didn't even want to bring you in this mess online because it's a war against me.
At first it was funny, now I'm concerned. Corey Holcomb is too old to be this delusional. There's not a grand industry conspiracy against Corey Holcomb. He got caught putting his hands on a woman on camera. The video came out and he got backlash for it. There's not a grand conspiracy. People don't like men who put hands on women. It's really that simple. You don't got to pay people not to like a man who put his hands on a woman. But Corey Holcomb comes on his podcast and he has a segment every week now about how the internet and the industry and TMZ is against him and they try to get him assassinated. At first it was funny. Now it's just damn right sad. Even his own audience is calling him out during the podcast for capping and lying and being delusional.
Somebody saying, Cap, you ain't never been on this side of the spectrum. You don't get it, bro.
But that's for them who at home. Yeah. There are some people who have planted themselves in here.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And we're going to capitalize off them planting themselves in here.
Right.
Because man, look, if you here to talk about somebody, why the f are you watching them?
Because people love a train wreck. The numbers go up because people are watching you crash in real time and they're loving it. This entire podcast from start to finish was a disaster. And their comment section proves it. The comment section proves that people coming to Corey Holcomb for game, those days are over with. They're coming to Corey Holcomb to look at the train wreck. One person says, being an idiot is one thing. Being an idiot with an idiot lawyer is crazy. A wise man once said the best way to get out of a hole is to stop digging. Corey, stop it. Corey and his attorney both look like they're related to Dr. Umar. You don't have influence over minds. We enjoy the train wreck. That's a fact. One person says, this is exhausting. Corey's loose talk about BS is really over. Corey has severely passed the point of bowing out gracefully. Might as well torch the place. He ain't effed up, LOL, but he on here explaining it every week. Corey is operating as if everybody else is the gesture and he's like the puppet master when it's the opposite. Like Corey Holcomb, oh, y'all making me famous. Y'all making me famous. That was what he kept repeating during the entire podcast. Not understanding that you're Corey Holcomb. You were supposed to already be famous. You are becoming a locale. You went from being an esteemed member of society who people came to for advice or came to listen to you give opinions. Now they're coming to see you whine and complain. But Corey is operating as if he don't have a pea brain and a low IQ. He's operating as if he's smart. So Corey brings on his lawyer in the beginning of the podcast. Now his lawyer comes on and they attempt to manipulate us and to convince us that Corey Holcomb is not a fraud. So the lead attorney, who's another content creator, he exposed Corey Holcomb for lying on him. The video of the lead attorney exposing Corey Holcomb did 285,000 views, which is why Corey Holcomb felt the need to do a hit piece on the lead attorney.
Everybody know who we talking about. Lead in a nigga law is part of the crew to come at a Yeah. Y'all was with me the whole time we saw him. Did we do anything to that man?
No.
I thought we showed him love.
Right. Yeah.
Man, this lying like a on the internet. This telling people, yeah, so I called Corey's lawyer and I told Corey's lawyer that Corey said I could talk to you. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this man? Why is this man lying?
Your attorney represents you and you alone. So the only person that can give him permission to talk to me is you. So he says right here, he says, let me check with Corey and I will follow up with you. But Corey, what do you think he responds? What do you think he says to me? Let's scroll down and take a look. He says he's gonna check with you, and then a day later, he says, I am cleared to speak with you. That means he checked with you, checked with Corey, and now he's cleared to speak with me. So now, Corey, who is the liar? It's either you or it's either your attorney. This is why I didn't say anything, because I didn't want to embarrass you. I didn't want to have to go and show DMs. Your attorney right here in black and white is saying that you gave me permission to talk to him. He can be on my show. I can interview him, and you were the only person that can give him that permission. This is what it says in black and white, but what are you going on your show and saying?
I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing, and he said I did. And I believe he saw that and knows that to be true.
What the lead attorney actually said was he was in contact with Corey's attorney. He might be interviewing him soon because Corey gave the attorney permission to speak to him. And that was facts. So instead of Corey Holcomb coming back and addressing how he got exposed, how him and his team, one of them lied to the lead attorney, either the lawyer lied about getting permission or Corey lied about giving the lawyers permission, Corey Holcomb came on his podcast to dig the hole deeper for himself. Instead of addressing the receipts and the things that matter, Corey Holcomb got straight to personal attacks. But the personal attack wasn't landing how he thought it would land because the fans could see right through it. The fans could see that he was slinging mud everywhere to take our minds off of how he got exposed and to deflect from the actual receipts and the actual conversation.
I said, wow, did people really fall for that? Because this is a liar. This man lied, and then I'm not a lawyer, but in court, that conversation he had with the people, I'm talking about leading ass law. He came back with a presentation of bullshit for the feeble minds. And I pray for the feeble minds because they fell for that. I'm going to play.
Instead of telling us exactly how the lead attorney was full of bullcrap or what exactly the lead attorney said that was untrue, Corey Holcomb thought he was slick enough to throw mud in front of us and we'll be distracted. So him and his attorney, right, whoever this guy is that he's working with, they did some like elementary school games where they hopped on the phone and they called the state bar of Georgia, I believe, to confirm whether or not the lead attorney is actually licensed. As you listen to this, understand the lead attorney being licensed or not has nothing to do with the fact that he provided receipts showing Corey Holcomb and his attorney lied on the lead attorney, and the lead attorney just simply defended himself. So all this other mess and nonsense is them trying to save face from being exposed as frauds.
My attorney called about this situation just to check something as thorough people would do. This is just a small chunk of what we have found with this guy right here. This is a farce. But can you play that video when...
Membership, Rachel speaking.
Yes, Rachel. My name is Attorney Derek D, and I'm an attorney licensed down here in Houston, Texas. And I wanted to refer one of my friends to a divorce attorney in Atlanta, but I wanted to check his membership status first.
Okay, what's the name?
His name is Jameson, Jameson, Corey with a C, and last name Campbell, Campbell.
Okay, Mr. Jameson Campbell is currently on inactive status.
Y'all heard that? First of all, most of you mother didn't even know his mother's name, and you believed in this mother. This won your heart with a nickname.
I have to reiterate, Corey Holcomb is 60 years old. What type of games are you playing? Who cares if he's licensed or not? That has nothing to do with y'all's situation. You got exposed because you lied on the lead attorney. He came back with receipts, and instead of you addressing the receipts he provided, on how your attorney told him that you gave the attorney permission to speak to him. You decided you was gonna do these like elementary school tactics. So he brings on his lawyers and they start to gossip like elementary school girls about, oh, we pulled up to his place and his place was in the ghetto. Like, it was like, bro, this is, and he's doing this thinking he cooking, but whole time his entire chat is just roasting him, destroying him.
See, the thing is that when he reached out to me, I was a little hesitant because his email, or within his email, signature block, there was no legal name, there was no office address, there was no office phone number, there was no office email. He emailed me from a Gmail account. I mean, I was just a little hesitant to deal with this guy because, I didn't know anything about him. I wanted to vet him. I'm a trial lawyer, right? I've closed out 1,088 cases, 50 appeals. My cases have been in law books as binding authority. So I don't just go on popularity. I want to look into this guy, vet him, and check him out. And I was hesitant from the beginning, but with him being an African American lawyer, I'm seeing he has a big following. I'm like, this guy is legit. But because he lacked so many things, I was very hesitant. But ultimately, after he insulted me on his show, I hired my private investigator who I talked to, and he gave me some information. But I also talked to my good friend Durante Partridge, who's an attorney in Atlanta, who stopped by lead attorney's office, and we have pictures of this, only to find that he operated out of a trap house in Atlanta that
I
has
heard
burglar
about that.
bars. Yeah, it's a trap house, burglar bars on the front door. It's a commercial mail place. I mean, this guy is, I mean, he's had the whole world fooled, right?
Yeah.
No staff, law trapping. I mean, this
We
guy
got a
is
picture of the place. Did you send them a picture of the place?
This a bad look, Corey. No grown man, especially an attorney, should be this happy, this ecstatic, this reactionary to disseminate tea and gossip. Corey Holcomb told this man to get the pictures and look at this man's face right now, bro. This man is beyond ecstatic. Corey Holcomb told that man, hey, yo, you got the pictures? Of course. Of course I got the pictures. Of course, Corey. Of course, Corey. I'm sending to you, Corey. Like, sir, if my attorney is that ecstatic to be seen, I'm good, bruh. They did all of this, did this roundabout way, deflected for 30 plus minutes, just to circle back around to admit that the lead attorney was actually telling the truth. That Corey's attorney did tell the lead attorney that he was all clear to speak to him after saying he was going to ask Corey for permission so he could be in the clear to speak to him.
You remember the part where you said, I'm clear to talk? I'm sure
Right.
you were telling him, yeah, I'm clear to talk.
Right.
What
Well,
about it?
I will break that entire story down. So when he reached out to me, I said, hey, I need to speak to Corey first to see if I'm clear to speak about this. I ultimately learned that he had been on your show. You talked to him. You guys were good friends. I'm like, oh, okay. And he's telling me that, hey, I want to support Corey. Oh, I'm clear for that. You're a good guy. You've been on the show, et cetera, et cetera. Corey's a very busy man. I'm a very busy man. You have to go through the ranks to get to Corey sometimes. So no, Corey did not clear me to talk to him. But at the same time, this guy's saying that he's a friendly guy and he's saying he's here to support Corey. And I know what to say on a lawyer's show and what not to say. And anything I'm going to say is just going to help Corey. So I didn't think it was a big deal.
So in other words, the lead attorney was 100% right in telling the truth and y'all lied. All right, you told the lead attorney, I'm going to get permission from Corey to speak to you. I'll let you know when I'm in the clear. And then you responded back with, I'm in the clear. So you lied. So you lied, and now you're trying to pivot to quote unquote expose the lead attorney for not being a practicing attorney. Like, I don't know, I don't even know what was the purpose of this. Lead attorney has been told that, like everybody, that once he started YouTube, he stopped taking cases. Right? Like, he's a full-time YouTuber now. Like, he don't like practice law like in that sense no more, right? He's not taking new cases or trials. He's a full-time YouTuber. He already admitted this. So I don't even know the purpose of this. It makes no sense. Now, this segment was foreshadowing for how disastrous the rest of the podcast was going to be. After that failed segment, Corey pivots to talk about the pedo accusations for like the third show in a row. Literally, the last 3 shows has been TMZ is after me, pedo accusations, freestyle, show over. So right in order, all right? TMZ is after me, lead attorney, pedo accusations. So while talking about the pedo accusations yet again, Corey didn't offer anything new. This time around, Corey starts cosplaying as a tough guy. Starts telling people if they run up, oh, there's going to be consequences for them running up. As if we didn't see Anton Daniels chump Corey in real life.
Saying something is not the same as doing something, but they want to act like I did something, and I tell you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. In fact, you owe me for even printing that. I'll show you.
Man, where I'm from, you put a jacket on somebody like that without no paperwork, and that man is within his rights to off you.
Hey, look, let me say this, because you said that. Because you put that jacket on me, I'm afraid for my life, because I don't like nobody like that.
Period.
So if somebody is talking crazy to me in my face about that, I'm afraid for my life, and I will protect myself. So I'm telling you, whoever you are, if you run up talking crazy to me about that, I'm afraid, and I will do what I have to do. That's what I'm saying with that. You not finna do that standing in front of me, because I got something for that. I got something for that. Play with me like that in my face. Try me. Try me. I don't play like that, homie.
Where did this tough guy act come? Of course you play like that. Anton Daniels told you that you suck D in your face. And when you got up to try to give more face-to-face, he told you, let's go outside and squabble. And you ain't leave your seat, bruh. You almost 60 years old. You don't want to squabble, bruh. You don't want to fight somebody, man. Why are y'all doing what? Podcast, bro, about what boomers podcast. You 60 years old, man. Podcast about AARP or something, man. You podcasted about running up in street fights when we seen your temperament when somebody says suck my, we see the temperament. They tell us every week that they're not bothered, and then they come on a podcast to demonstrate how bothered they are by the YouTube critics. Corey Holcomb is gonna get himself hurt badly, or he's gonna get himself in a lot of legal trouble the way he's becoming more unstable as the week goes by.
I mean, we need to offer a reward. If it's any hackers out there, man, we need to put up some money. If you can find the origins of who's ever putting these videos out.
You could go to somebody's house as long as you say you're here to talk about God or Jehovah or somebody like that. Right. So you could show up and see who this mother is. And most of the time they...
Instructing your audience to hack into your YouTube critics to find out their identity is not a great idea, and it's not wise if you want to keep your YouTube channel. That's not wise, Corey, all right? That's illegal. That's a federal crime. Also, say you're going to pull up to your YouTube critic's house to unmask them and to check them, and it's perfectly legal as long as you say you're a Jehovah's Witness. Do that and see how that plays out, bruh. It's never this serious, man. This man, you would think he has not been a celebrity for almost 3 decades. You would think he's never been criticized. Corey Holcomb is now fully on the brink of a meltdown. He wants to pull up to YouTube critics' homes because they're criticizing him. I don't know what Corey wants to be, bro. On one end, he's a street dude who hangs out with all the official guys in LA. If you pull up on him, it's going to be smoke. And then on another second, he is breaking down how the guys in LA has taught him how to snitch on people.
I learned this from the OGs in LA. Do you want to know who somebody is? Put a case on them.
And you know that's why they said that they were going to...
That's how you find out. Your lawyer going to tell you everything about them.
Right.
If you really want to find out who somebody is, unfortunately, you got to put a case on them. The OGs in LA told me that.
Hold on, Corey. I don't think you should be saying that out loud, bro. The OGs of LA told you how to rat on... Oh, no. This ain't good at all, man. Not one bit. All right? So y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think of this, bro? All right? What do y'all think of this Corey Holcomb situation, okay? I got another Corey Holcomb video that I'm working on. Corey Holcomb has his wise idea. that he's about to shut down critics and he knows how to shut down critics. I'm doing a full dissection of his new strategy and what he got planned to warn you guys and prepare you guys for exactly what to do to combat what Corey Holcomb and his team has in store for you guys, okay? If you want to watch another good video, though, click on this video right here on my screen where I break down how this podcast just ruined Coi Lere's life. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. Out of here, folks. Peace.